Okay, question number 11. It seems like it's about the vector equation. Um, okay, plane pi 1 has equation like this. So the numbers given is number vector is 2, 6, negative 2. And verify that the point A lies on the plane pi 1. To verify this point lies on plane pi 1, you can just put this this coordinate into equation and make sure it works. So if you put it on the equation, so 2 times 2 plus 6 times y coordinate is 1 over 2 minus 2 times z coordinate is 1 equal 4 plus 3 minus 2 equal 5. 5, 5. So this is true. Next question. The plane pi 2, another plane, is given by this equation, and there is a variable k and p and q. There are 3 unknown variables which are the real number here, and p is not 0. In the case where p equals negative 6, pi 2 is perpendicular to pi 1, and point A, which is over here, point A lies on a pi 2. So A was originally lying on the pi 1. Also, point A lies on pi 2. Find the value of K and the value of Q. So it says P is already negative 6. So this equation over here, P is already negative 6. So his over here is negative 6 over here. So another clue is pi 2 is perpendicular to pi 1. When both planes are perpendicular, what it means is its normal vectors are also perpendicular, right? So where should I write it down? So over here, let's write it down over here. Okay, let's make it a little bit more space on top. Okay, so pi 2 is normal vector and pi 1 normal vector is perpendicular. So normal vector of pi 2 perpendicular to normal vector of pi 1, which means that the pi 2 normal vector, where is it? Pi 2 normal vector is over here. K square minus 6. K square minus 6. 2k plus 3. 2k plus 3. And third one is negative 6. So negative 6. This vector should be perpendicular to which vector is n1 pi 1 vector, that normal vector, which is 2, 6, negative 2. 2, 6, negative 2. When two vectors perpendicular, what it means is dot product is 0. Yeah, so this is basically some vector A and perpendicular to vector B. This is the same expression as A vector dot product B vector is 0. It's exactly the same. This is principle of vector. So you just do the dot product of these two vectors. So 2k squared minus 12 plus 12k plus 6 times 3 is 18 plus 6 times 2 is 12 is 0. So let's simplify a little bit. So 2k squared is plus 12k. This 12, negative 12, positive 12 cancels out. And then what is left is plus 18 is 0. So divide both sides by 2 gives us k squared plus 6k plus 9 equals 0. So what is this? Yeah, this is perfect square. So k plus 3 square is 0, right? K squared k plus 3 square is k squared plus 6k plus 9, exactly. So k must be negative 3. K must be negative 3 is the answer. So find value of k is negative 3. and value of q. So q is, where is q? Is over here. So we use the first clue over here. The second clue is point A lies on the pi 2, which is that point A is this point also lies on this plane. So you can just plug in, because k is -3. This equation now becomes -3 squared 9 minus 6 is 3x plus 2 times -3 is -6 plus 3 is -3. -3y. P is already -6. Z equal q. Plug in this coordinate over here, we'll get the q value, which is 3 times 2 is 6. -3 times half is 3 over 2. Minus 6 times 1 is -6. This is q. So everything right? 2 half. With k -3 is 9 minus 6, 3x, -3 minus 6 plus 3, -3. P equals. Okay, so what is q value here? Q must be, these two cancels out, -3 over 2. -3 over 2. So this is q. So q is -3 over 2. For part CDE, it is now given that pi 2 is parallel to pi 1 with k equal 3. So pi is parallel to pi 1 with k equal 3. Determine the value of p. So what it now means that, let me see. Let's throw something at this. Let's say this is pi 2 parallel to pi 1. So pi 1 should be parallel to pi 2, pi 1 like this. And with the value of k is 3. K is 3, and this is pi 2 equation. So with k equals 3, 3 squares 9 minus 6, 3x. Pi 2 equation is 3x. K equals 3, 2k plus 3, 6 plus 3, 9y. Plus 9y, and then p is not given. We don't know p, right? So plus p times z equals q. This is pi 2, and pi 1 equation. We already know that 2x plus 6y -2 is 5. 2x plus 6y -2z equals 5. 2x plus 6y -2z equals 5. So given the pi 2 is perpendicular pi 1 case 3, it's just like this kind of condition. Determine the value of p. So these two vectors parallel. Parallel means it's normal vector. Let's say this normal vector goes like this. So this is perpendicular over here. So normal vector is parallel. When planes normal vectors are parallel, those two planes are always parallel. When it has a same normal vector, means parallel plane, right? So what it is pi 1's normal vector. So n pi 1 is parallel to normal vector of pi 2. This also means that n times n vector of a normal vector of pi 1 can be expressed as sum of like lambda times of n times n normal vector of pi 2. So which means that 2, 6, -2 can be expressed as lambda times of 3, 9, p. 3, 9, p. So this doesn't look 9. So the 3, 9, p. So let's see. So what it means is 2 should be 3 lambda, 6 should be 9 lambda, -2 should be lambda times p. So over these two, we can easily guess that, deduce that the lambda must be 2 over 3, right? So 6 over 9 is same as 2 over 3. So input lambda over here, we'll get what, -2 equals lambda is 2 over 3 times p. So these two cancels out, so P must be -3. P is -3. So the value of P is -3 over here. See, this also given that Q is -51/2. So -51/Q is P. Q is already given, so Q is over here. Q is over here. What did it given was -51/2. Okay. The line through A is perpendicular pi1 means pi2 at the point of B. Find the coordinate of B. Oh. The line through A point, where is A? A is over here, right? Line through A that is perpendicular to pi1 means pi2 at the point of B. So A is positioned outside of these two planes over here. Let's say A over here, A point over here. What can I say? A point over here. From this point, get the perpendicular line, meet the plane pi1, and it penetrates through pi1, meet the pi2. Find the coordinate of this point. Waypoint is B, right? So we need to find the coordinate of B. Coordinate of B. So how can I do that? We already know the point A. Point A coordinate is already given over here. Do we know the coordinate of, let's say, this point over C? Let's say it's a C. So what I'm saying is, if we know the coordinate of point of C, we can get the coordinate of point. No. Oh, I got it now. I got it. P. Yeah, I got it now. Okay. From this question, P is already -3, so we can easily change. P is already -3 over here. So the pi2 equation is already given. We know the point A, so we can get the line equation of this line. So this line, which is perpendicular to those two planes, and we can get the line equation of this one. So this line equation, this let's say this is a line equation, can be expressed as a vector. So because it passes point of A coordinate is 2, -2, 1/2, 1. So point A is 2, 1/2, and 1 plus lambda times is direction vector is perpendicular to plane, so its direction vector is exactly same as a plane. So it's a 2, 6, -2. So we can just simplify, put the dividing 2, it just says we only need is a direction. It's not a magnitude, not required. So 2, 6, -2, we can express like 1, 3, and -1, the same direction, right? So let's say this vector, this line vector can be expressed, coordinate x is expressed as 2 plus lambda, and the y coordinate can be expressed 1/2 plus 3 lambda. Z coordinate can be expressed as 1 minus lambda. Because point B is intersection point between line L and pi2, so we can simply put this coordinate into plane number 2 and find out lambda to get the coordinates. Right, so let's do that. Say, so from here we go over here. So we put that coordinate into the plane equation. So x is 2 plus lambda, so 3 times x is 2 plus lambda, plus 9 times as y coordinate is half of 3 lambda, minus 3 times z coordinate is 1 minus lambda, equals -51/2. We need to get the lambda. So expanding, so 6 plus 3 lambda plus 9/2 plus 9 times 3 is 27 lambda, minus 3 plus 3 lambda equals minus 51 over 2. So there is a 3 lambda 27 3, so totally it's going to be 33 lambda, and 6 times minus 3 is 3 plus 9 over 2. So let's move all things on the right side. So equals negative 51 over 2. So over here, 6 negative 3 is positive 3, going to the other side is negative 3. Negative 3 is negative 6 over 2. And then we have another this one going to the right side, so it's going to should be negative 9 over 2. Numbers are look some nasty, so let's say 2 on the bottom, negative 51, negative 6, negative 9 equals, it's going to be negative 66 over 2 is negative 33. That looks neat now. So this is 33 lambda. So this is 33 lambda. So in this equation, lambda must be negative 1, right? When lambda is negative 1, we can get the coordinate of point B by putting this negative 1 into this line equation. So final answer, the coordinate of B, putting negative 1 over there, so x coordinate is B coordinate is x is negative 1 over lambda, so 2 minus 1 is 1, comma, negative 1 to second, so 2 plus 2 half minus 3, half minus 3 is half minus 6 over 2 is minus 5 over 2, minus 5 over 2, comma, when lambda is negative 1, z value is 1 minus 1 is 2, so 2. So this is coordinates of B. Okay, hence show that the perpendicular distance between pi 1 and pi 2 is square root 11. How? We already know that the coordinate of B, right? Coordinate of B already know. If you know the coordinate between the line intersection between the line equation, this line equation and this plane equation, which is over here, if you know that the point over here, we can calculate distance from this point, these two planes. So what you need is do the same thing. So see, so we can put this line equation into this plane equation to find out the coordinates. So let's go like this. So 2 times 2 plus x, 2 plus lambda, plus 6 times y coordinate is half plus 3 lambda. 1 half plus 3 lambda, plus minus 2 times z coordinate is 1 minus lambda. 1 minus lambda equals how much? Equals 5. We need to find the lambda. So simplifying this, expanding 4 plus 2 lambda plus 3 plus 6 times 3 is 18 lambda, negative 2 plus 2 lambda equals 5. So let's do, so 2 lambda, 18 lambda, 2 lambda is going to be 22 lambda on the left side. Right hand side, 5 remains here. So 4, 3, 7, negative 2, 5. What is it? 4. 4, 3, 7, negative 2 is 5. Negative 5 equals, oh, lambda is already 0. Lambda is 0, which means they already said the A point. Oh, got it. A point is not outside of plane. A point is already on the pi 2. Yeah, it is already proved on the question number 8. A is 2 half. I was totally wrong. So A point is not located here. So what it says is A is right over here, and line is perpendicular to this plane. So we already know that A point over here has a coordinate of this way. So 2 half 1. So what the hell is this? more. The screen isn't responding, so I'll restart it. Come on. So we know that A point is already 2, 1/2, 1. So 2, 1/2, 1. The distance between A and B is, we can calculate the distance equals square root of difference of x coordinate. 2 minus 1 square is 1, plus 1/2 minus 5 over 2 is 3, squared is 9, plus 1 minus 2, negative 1 squared is 1. So this is square root of 11. Yeah, square root of 11. So its answer is written over here. So last question. Find the equation of the third parallel pi 3, which is also perpendicular distance root 11 from pi 2. Root 11 from pi 1. So see, this is pi 1. Let's see, this is pi 1, and this is pi 2. We need to find another pi 3. Also, this is root 11 from pi 1, and it's also perpendicular distance. And third parallel is parallel and it's perpendicular distance. So what it means is this distance from pi 1 to pi 2 is square root of 11. So we need to find another pi 3 over here. Distance is also square root of 11. So that's what it means. So let's erase this a little bit. So we can draw another pi 3. Pi 3 has the same normal vector as pi 1 and 2, which is normal vector is 2, negative 6, negative 2. All we need to find is another value of k to determine the cavity. So BA. So let's make this point is A, right? This is A point. So this point is B, A. Let's make this point of C. Let's make C point coordinates A, B, C. So what makes sense is show you. So this point A is right in between C and B, because this distance is square root 11. This distance is square root 11. So A is right in the middle of point C and B. So we know the C and B. You know the C and B. C is ABC, B is here. So we can see C point is point C is A, B, C. B is over here. So B, is, where is B? B is 1, negative 5 over 2, 2. A point is over here, right in the middle, 2, 1/2, 1. So A is located right in the middle. This is right in the middle between two coordinates. So we can calculate. So A plus 1/2, B plus B minus 5 over 2 divided by 2, C plus 2 divided by 2. This is exactly same as this coordinate. So simplifying this will give us A point is 2 to 4 minus 1 is 3. B equals 2/2 becomes 1. My negative 2, 5 over 2 goes the other side. It will be 7 over 2. Right? C point is will be this one goes 2 is 2, negative 2, C is 0. Right? Okay, so coordinate C is given by 3, 7 over 2, 0. And then pi 3 is perpendicular to also parallel. So you can easily deduct that applying pi 3 equation, its normal vector is same as this one. So 2, 6, negative 2. 2x plus 6y negative 2z equal k, where this waypoint is on the pi 3. So plug in, so 2 times x is 3 plus 6 times y is 7 over 2 negative 2 0 should be k. So calculating k must be 6 times 42 over 2, which is 2 on the bottom, 12 plus 42, k equals 54 over 2. So putting over here, final answer pi 3 plane equation is 2x plus 6y minus 2z equals, this is actually 27, so 27.